What's good is Postman. Turn your audio up. Make sure you can hear me clearly. It's going to be a powerful presentation. It's going to be something that's going to change your life. I'm telling you, it's one of the deepest videos I've ever done, and I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. It's something that I've never shared before, and it's going to be powerful, man. Trust me. So make sure your speakers up. I'm giving you a little second to turn your speakers up. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm about to show you how to create an extra six-figure per year stream of income using your skills as a music producer. Now, is this for you? Yes, if you are a passionate music producer and you could use another source of automated income in your life. Now, Rob Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he says rich people have multiple sources of income. So whether you want to be rich or just comfortable, you need to have multiple sources of income. Here's why. As a music producer, you sell beats, right? Now that's a good source of income. But you could use that same skill you have as a music producer and turn it into 2 or 3 sources of income. The way you can make more money faster and still do what you love as a music producer. Now most producers go about it all wrong. All wrong. They spend years developing their craft of making music and then only use it to create one source of income. That source is usually selling the beats they make. Now that's a great source, but the problem is when it's one of your only sources of income, you begin to get desperate to sell them and you forget to have fun just making them. And I've seen producers completely lose their passion for music production because they had to make money. Now the worst part is then you have to make what's going to sell as opposed to making your beats from the heart. Now see, back in 2006, after reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, I realized I need to use my music production skills to create multiple sources of income. I would still continue to sell beats, but I didn't want to be dependent on that as my only source of income. That's why, if it slowed down, I still wanted the money to keep rolling in. And if they were all clicking at the same time, balling. all right, that was corny, but on the real, I realized there are millions of new producers just getting started every year. These producers needed a lot of help. So I created multiple businesses that help producers in many different areas. In return, I was blessed to make a lot of money, a whole lot of money. In fact, let's go over some screenshots so we can look at the money to prove. So when people, start talking about they making all this money, a lot of times it's like, oh man, you just talking. So let's look over the years and see if I've been making money all this time, and let's see the type of money that I've been making, just to be transparent, which I've never done this before, but I'm just going to be honest. So this is 2008. And keep track. The most important is we look at these dates. These are screenshots of my different accounts over the years. Now, this is over almost 10 years ago. Okay, so let's look at the type of money I was making then. That's almost 10 years ago. That's $541. The next day, $539. The next day, $130, $179. The next day, $453. Then $500, and then almost $600. The next day, $300, and on and on and on. That's some good money. That's in 2008. I'm 21 years old, so keep that in mind. It wasn't like I was, 40 years old making that type. I was 21 years old making that type of money. Let's go to the next year, though, because anybody can make money for a little bit of time. Let's look at 2009. This is exactly a year later, right? Because remember, the other one was in September. I have a screenshot from 2009. Now, look at that. Look at all those $97 sales. Now, I want you to look at is that's all in one day. Look on the right, September 30th, 2009. All those $100 is coming in one day. That's over $1,000 and something in a single day. Well over $1,000. You say, well, did it stop right there? Look at the next day. More, 97, 97, 27. October 2nd, same, 97. So I'm getting more money the next year. So you say, well, it could have stopped. That was a long time ago. Was you still getting money? Well, let's look over the years. So I've just taken a couple clips of days throughout the years so you could just see every year, what type of money are we still getting? Now, if you see the days got bigger. Before it was $300, $400, in a single day. You see 3.9, that's in 2013. That's $1,560 in one day. Okay? Now I'm just showing you about what I was averaging a day. So that's one day. Now you say, what about in 2014? Were you still getting those type of days? Let's look. 2014, still getting 11. That's almost 1,200. The next one 1,300. And those are consecutive days. 710. And that varies. Some days I'll make 1,000. Some days 2,000. Some days 3,000. Some days maybe 400, 500. Some days 300. You know what I'm saying? But it's always at least like $300-400. You know what I'm saying? Those are bad days. Well, that's 2014. What about 2015? Same type of days, right? 1,200, 884. Those are consecutive days, just so you can see. What about 2015? They go October, same thing. I'm just showing you that the time, anybody can make money for a little bit, get a little hot streak, a little hustle, but over time is what I'm showing you, so you can see the longevity that I'm also offering to you. Again, more just same type of numbers. What about 2016? Now the days is going up. Now you're seeing 2,000, 2,300, 2,100. 2,000. Now just look at those 3 days. Now, or just look at one of those days. Look at three. Look at the fourth, third, and the fourth. How many days realistically would you have to work to make that type of money? Or the average person you know. And I'm doing that in my sleep. It ain't like I'm working hard. I'm not working for that. It's already there. It's already set up. You know what I'm saying? So people working whole months to, 30 days of hard labor just to make that money. And that's 2 days of easy work. You say, what about 2017? Well, I'll show you the same thing. I just want to show you exactly a year later, 2017, same thing. What about 2018? Same thing. You see the $1,000, $1,800, $1,400 days, and even I show you, look, a low day, 400. 2018, $1,400, $1,500 days, all the way up to now. So you see, that's 10 years. I've been showing you, and them is single days. I'm showing you like how much money I make in a single day. Not just, this is cumulative. Those are just average days. Random days, like that's just what my bread. Just random days. And that's been going on for 10 years. And my money comes every single day. And most of that is made like in my sleep. So what I'm saying is, it's real. What I'm teaching you, what I'm about to teach you, I really do. I've really done this and I really do this. So it's not like I'm just talking and, because a lot of people do a lot of talking and, I'm making all this and they can't show improve over time, right? So like I said, anybody can get lucky for a year or two, but I've been getting money like this for 10 years strong and it's been increasing. Selling awesome products to music producers worldwide. And I'm going to show you how. The best part is 90% of that money is made when I'm not even working. Most of it is autopilot income. I've literally spent maybe 6 hours this entire month on those businesses. 6 hours for the entire month on those businesses. The money is great, but you want to know what's even more awesome? All the testimonials from the tens of thousands of producers' lives I've changed thanks to all the products I've sold. But you could do the same. In fact, since music production has exploded, you could do it 10 times bigger than me. See, God has given you great gifts and talent for music. Your job is to share your gift, talents, knowledge, and skills with other producers to help them on their journey. In return, you make great money. And the universe is in balance. Listen, I didn't know I was going to change the entire music production industry and touch the lives of millions of music producers in the process. I knew I loved to make music and I knew I wanted to make a lot of money and I knew I hated working a 9 to 5, but I didn't have a clue how I was going to accomplish all of this. And let me be completely honest with you. I was fucked up. All right? I'm just be transparent. I was fucked up. I had just lost my warehouse job. I skipped college. In fact, I didn't even take the SATs, and I graduated by going to adult school. I maxed out my credit cards, and so I was in hella debt. Just being honest with you. All I had was a little studio set up in my mom's garage. I remember like it was yesterday. I looking her in the eye and telling her, I'm never going to get another job again. And she had a look of fear on her face and asked me, well, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to follow my dreams as a music producer. To be honest with you, I had no fucking clue what I was going to do. And I'm getting a little choked up just typing this because this is my real story. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no gimmick. This is my story. This is my real life. You know what I'm saying? There's a Drake lyric that goes, in dire times, when you need a sign, that's when they appear. And it really is true, because literally like that night, I'm on the internet and I see an advertisement from a black guy talking about how he made millions on the internet. He was selling training to his monthly membership, teaching his secrets on how to make money, marketing and selling products online. I rushed to show my mom. She immediately told me it was a scam. She's like, yo, that's a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a scam. Don't get caught up in that. But somehow I knew. I knew deep down that it was a sign. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. I said, no, this is something else. I've been praying for something. And so I called my girlfriend at the time and got her credit card number and joined this membership program. Now, I was dead broke, so I'm being that transparent with you. Just keeping it real. I had to call my girl and ask her for the money. I didn't have the money. I'm being honest. That man's name was Jermaine Griggs. And in that program, I met my mentor, Jermaine, and everything changed. He had a love for playing the piano, so we had a musical connection. And he created courses on how to play the piano by ear, hearandplay.com, and sold them on the internet. He went from living in the projects of Long Beach to a millionaire by the age of 24 just by selling those courses online. And he saw my ambition and ended up forming a relationship with me. And that's us at his mansion out in Orange County in the gated community at his 31st birthday. We become friends since then, my mentor, my brother. But he took me under his wing and he taught me everything he knew. The secrets of creating products, marketing online, advertising, selling, etc. But none of those are what had the biggest impact on me. Listen to me carefully now. Listen to me good. None of those was the things that really had the biggest impact. The moment my life changed forever was when he told me the difference between people like him who were rich, successful, and free, and the people who struggle financially and never get to live their dreams isn't college degrees, money, family situation, etc. It's that rich people like him take the skills, talents, and gifts they develop and teach others through courses, classes, etc. Poor people develop their talent, skills, and gifts as well, but then they keep what they learn to themselves. Think about what I'm saying. Come on, really think about that. Do you know someone who is really talented or highly skilled at something but still can't make ends meet? Like someone who can cook their ass off, they can draw or paint like no other, maybe play an instrument at the highest level. And, well, there are probably millions of people around the world who wish someone would teach them and help them learn that same skill, right? So, you can cook great meals, and it's people who are wishing like, yo, I wish I knew how to cook like that. I wish someone would show me how to do that. Or I wish somebody would teach me how to paint. I got the ambition, but I just don't know how, right? It's millions of people around the world who wish someone would teach / help them learn that same skill that they developed at a high level. And if they would create a course sharing their knowledge and expertise, they could make millions of dollars just like Jermaine and myself. Let me ask you, what skills have you developed as a music producer that you haven't shared with the world? Talk to me. Have you mastered making beats in a certain software? Have you mastered mixing, playing an instrument, making your own sounds, making loops? Have you packaged that expertise inside of a course or packaged those sounds for sale? If not, you are not only letting yourself down financially, you are letting your family down. Yep. Because you could be impacting the lives of your family. You could retire your mom and buy a house for your mom and your dad. That's what Jermaine did. He retired his mom. That's what I do. I help my family, my sister, put people in positions. You could do the same thing just by sharing the way you're going to impact your family. You're going to really transform your family, man. Like, you don't even understand. And you see, you're letting them down by not doing this. You're letting down the production community, especially the newer producers who are desperately searching for the knowledge that you have. You spent all those years developing. But worst of all, you're letting God down by not sharing your gifts, skills, and potential that you have been blessed with. That's the hard, that's the worst. That's when you discover that, what I'm saying, you're going to run to out there to help others. You're going to run out there to create these courses and make millions because you're going to be helping millions. But that's the killer right there. That's the, when you really become aware, like you letting God now gave you these gifts. You didn't make these gifts yourself. You was born with them. You just started to develop them. Yeah, missing out. But don't feel bad. All that is going to change today. All that is going to change today. Remember, your income is directly proportionate to the amount of people you help. Remember that. So if someone's making $10 million, they've probably helped millions of people or thousands of people and gave them millions of dollars worth of value. They impacted their lives. So that's, if you ain't making enough money, that means you ain't impacting enough lives, period. If you want to make more money, impact more lives. So not only are you changing lives and impacting producers, you're making a fortune in the process. Yo, it's a win-win. That's a win-win. All right, I'm sure you're convinced that you must do this by now. So let me show you how. Now, here are some of the products you could sell right now that music producers desperately need and they're searching for. Drum kits. Producers never get tired of new drum sounds. Believe it or not, I've made over $500,000 just selling drum kits alone. Loop packs. Producers love using melody packs to start beats with. I've made 6 figures selling loop packs. I still make great money. Beat making tutorials. How to make beats in certain software still sell really well. Especially software specific tutorials like Ableton or any of those Reason tutorials. Any of those type of tutorials that are software specific. Man, I'm telling you, those things, millions are being made. How to market beats. Helping producers market their beats online. Obviously, I've made a fortune doing this, right? I mean, but there are so many new producers who still need this information. You are not only making money, but changing lives. Knowing producers I'm meeting, even in the street, they're like, yo, you changed my life, man. Like, I'm making money, following my dreams. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, like that's, I mean, you know, that's my lane. But at the same time, you need to be spreading this too. If you take and live off beats courses, if you know how to get online and market, even just uploading your beats and having a beat site and being able to put them on YouTube, a lot of producers don't even know how to do that. I mean, producers all the time is like, yo, I don't know how to do the basics. We need you out there creating courses. Don't leave it just up to Postman. You can create courses and spread that knowledge too that you've learned from our courses. Mixing tutorials, how to mix beats and vocals and engineering. It's a huge market for that. Now, you have already put in so much time and money developing your skills as a music producer. You already put that time in. Now it's time to turn those skills into consistent, predictable income by helping other producers. The best part is you could still sell beats. In fact, you will sell more beats than ever before. You will have more money to put into advertising and keep reinvesting in your beat site. And more importantly, this most important, you will be able to make the music you love without feeling pressured to create what's going to sell. See, all while impacting music producers worldwide. Man, it's a beautiful life. I'm telling you. Now listen, the reality is, with Fruity Loops and other software being so accessible, the music production industry has blown up. That's why I'm saying you're going to do it. You see them numbers I showed you? You're going to do 10 times those numbers. Because when I started, the music production industry was small. Now it's a ton of producers who are searching. I mean, trust me, look at the stats. It's way more producers buying stuff than it was when I started. So you can make 10 times more, 10 times faster. There are more music producers now than ever before. Now, if you only sell beats, it's a bad thing. Because every new producer represents more competition for you. But for me, every new kid that starts producing music is a new potential customer for me. It's more money in my pocket. That's how I've been able to last 10 years strong and making more now than I did before. And it could be in yours as well. That means more money in your pocket as well. For the first time ever, I'm taking on 5 producers. to personally mentor and teach step by step how to create products for music producers, then show you how to market and sell it. And that ain't the best of all. Then I'm going to promote your product to over 129,110 producers across my platform. So not only do I'm going to help you create it, I'm going to show you exactly my secrets to creating it, how to market it, put it together. Then I'm going to promote it on my platform so you make, oh my goodness, I mean, you can't lose. But I'm only taking on 5 producers because I'm going to give you my personal attention. I'm going to help you create a 6 to 7 figure source of income with your new product. Now, other producers who I have personally mentored have went on to make 6 figures selling their products and helping their fellow producers. Let's look at this. Now, Kevin Barnes, I know big homie Kev. LuxuryLoops.com, LearnReasonSecrets.com, TVBMakingSecrets.com, and other products. Now, when I first met Kev, he was a talented music producer who was only selling his beats. Now, I mentored him and gave him the secrets to creating and marketing projects to music producers. He has now went on to make well over 6 figures and counting, selling his own products online. He still pursues his music career, but now able to do it with stability and on his own terms. So it didn't take away from him doing his music. In fact, I be talking to Kev sometimes. He making 5. He spends whole days like I'm just in the studio. Me and Kev would actually rent out studios for 4 days in a row and just do nothing but make beats. You know, just out of the love. I mean, it enhances your ability to make the music and sell the music, not take away from it. Trauma. That's me on the left. And I was, man, we was young, right? That's Trauma and TraumaDrums.com. And then he wanted to create BrahmaBeats.com. Now, I met Trauma at a production conference in Arizona. He had been producing music locally, and I took him under my wing and taught him how to create products, market, and sell them online. He generated almost $250,000 his first 3 years with Trauma Drums. He has since gone on to create success with multiple products, brands, creating products and sounds for music producers. I know he has like a VST he done created now. I mean, it's just wonderful. It's awesome. I mean, it's just amazing to see what these producers have gone on to do under my tutelage. DJ Chris, Chop Squad Quits. Now, Chop Squad Kits. Now, you may have heard of Chris, you may not have, but I met Chris while he was DJing a party, and he was a long-time customer of LiveOffBeats.com already, and I had impacted his life, and so we became, friends, and then I ended up teaching him the secrets to creating and selling the products in the music production market. He ended up taking that knowledge and teaming up with Young Chop and created Chop Squad Kits, and it's one of the hottest drum sites on the planet right now. So if you've heard Chop Squad Kits, he's the man behind it. He's teamed up with Chop Squad. I mean, it's Chop Squad, Young Chop's Kits, but he does the marketing and stuff behind it, and I taught him. Now let's look at Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. I recently got invited to BusyWorks, that's us, to speak at his conference, and he talked about how he watched my videos and learned from me and started BusyWorks Beats and became the #1 producer on YouTube, period. BusyWorks is the biggest producer on YouTube. It was a great conference. And actually at this conference, you see me next to, that's Sound Oracle. If you ever heard of him, he sells his products to music producers. He talked about how he used to watch my stuff back in the day. Also, Curtis King was there, and he told the crowd how, when he was starting out, he just used to watch my videos and learn from me. And then he went on to create an empire in that field. And then that's also Crucial Keys, who's also a Live Off Beats community member who went on, he does stuff with Alicia Keys. I mean, all Alicia Keys' big records. He's a phenomenal producer. So, I mean, like I said, my impact is well documented, and the guys that have been impacted by me personally have gone on to be great. Not good, not mediocre. You see them have gone on to become great in the industry. So, I mean, there's something to that, okay? Now, you can tell the tree by the fruit it bears. Now, those are all fruits that came from my tree of marketing on the internet and starting that, and came from my tree. The trend is simple. You learn from Postman and you will make a lot of money and you will change a lot of lives, period. Because that's what I know how to do. I don't know how to do a lot of things in life, but I know how to make money on this internet. I know how to change lives. And that's what you're going to do. I invented how to sell products to music producers. And if you didn't know that, I was the first to ever do it. There was not a book, a product, or nothing for music producers prior to when I came out with the first product and started to market and sell it on the internet. Now you know if you didn't know. So you're looking at the man who created the whole thing. So imagine how many producers then came after that and took my model and then started to make money and succeed. Now, I've never shared my secrets to how to do it to the public ever. And I'm not about to start now, okay? I'm not going to give you the secrets of how I market and sell it, because you see, when I teach somebody, they end up becoming big. They ain't just peddling stuff and making little dollars here and there. But 5 lucky producers are about to have an opportunity that will change your life forever. Change your life forever. Join my 6-figure producer protege coaching group. Now, I want to ask you something before I tell you exactly what's in it and how to join. Imagine Kev, right, who's gone on to make 6 figures and still making a ton of money every single month, every single day. What if I told him, give me $10,000 before I teach you anything? Just think about that. If I said, give me $10,000, would it have been worth it? All those years ago, would have been worth it for him to give me that $10,000. He would have made that money back 100 times fold. So it would have been worth it. Now to him, it would have been like $10,000. I don't know. That's a big event. I'm not saying it's going to cost $10,000, but I'm just saying if he would have paid me $50,000, would it have been a good investment to teach him? What about trauma? If he would have paid me 50 grand, would that have been a good investment? Would he have made a return on his investment? And guess what? The money's still coming in, so it's not like it stopped coming. So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, here's exactly what you get in a 6-figure producer protege group. This is what you're going to get. It's a 3-month group coaching, right? We're going to do live bi-weekly meetings. So not in person, but live stream. And we're all going to be, and it's only going to be 5 of us, so it's going to be a private group. The first session, we're going to discover your product. We're going to dive deep into your skill set and see what will be the best product for you to create. And then I'm going to give you a blueprint to create it. So we're going to sit down, we're going to say, okay, we're going to go with you and say, okay, what is it that you're good at? Let's find your skill set. Let's find your niche. We're going to go over it together, and here's the product. We're going to formulate a product together. We're going to sit down and do this, and I'm going to give you a blueprint to do it. Now, the next time we meet up the session, you're going to have a rough draft of your product already done. We're going to exchange it with the other people in the group so we can critique it. You know, you can have some of their products, see what they've done, and you're going to give me your product. I'm going to look at it and critique it. Say, okay, this is what we can do better. So a rough draft is going to be completed, and we'll exchange product, and I'll answer questions you may have, and then so you can complete the product. So by the 3rd session, your product's going to be completely done, and we're going to be going over the name, the branding of it, and the sales page, how to get your sales page up, and then the follow-up system. So this is an intensive course here. Like my protege, we're getting to work. We're not playing games. We're going to have the name of the product. You're going to have a product done by session 3. Then we're going to go over the name, the branding, graphics, where you can create the graphics. Give you some my guys who create awesome graphics for the low website and all that. So we're going to have getting all that stuff done in session 3. So I'm going to give you some time, obviously, between session 3 and session 4. You're going to be getting all that up. Session 4, we're going to come back together. We're going to get our social medias up, Instagram, Facebooks, setting all up the proper channels so we end up promoting this product properly. Also, we're going to answer all the questions from previous weeks. Session 5, boom, we launching it off. So your product is going to be launched out there in the marketplace in session 5, and we're going to be critiquing, and we're going to be looking at how to advertise it. I'm going to help you set up your campaigns, and we're going to really get into getting your product in the marketplace. And then session 6, it's all about results, follow up, and then we're going to do the partnership. So in session 6, your product's already going to be out there. You should already be making money, making your first sale and your first couple sales. And then we're going to come back, see what the results were, tweak, see how we can get better. And then we're going to create a promotional calendar to see when we're going to roll out your product, and I'm going to promote you, do some interviews with you on YouTube, to our channel, and promote your product to the email list and my social media, and get you a boost and a head start. And that, like I said, that can make you $10,000-$20,000 off the rip just by that. And then being introduced to the marketplace by me. I mean, that's, oh my God, that's I don't even know if I should be giving you all this. That's incredible. That's priceless. Now, this isn't just a class where you get a bunch of lessons to study, right? You're not going to just be going there studying stuff. We ain't even about studying and nothing like that. These are workshops where I'm going to help you apply everything you learn in real time. So the purpose of this is we're not going to be gathering information. You're not going to say, oh, I know how to do a bunch of stuff after leaving this. Every single master, every session, we're going to be working and creating this thing so you can be making money. by the end of this thing. And you will be making money and be ready for me to promote you by the end of this. So these ain't classes where you're going to fill your head up with knowledge or you're going to be going over lessons and falling asleep. This is hands-on. Let's get to it. Let's build. I'm going to stay on your butt. I'm going to coach you. You need somebody because you're going to be wanting to procrastinate and get lazy. And it's just a synergy of all of us holding each other accountable for doing it and getting it done. And it's gonna change your life. Like being in something like this is something that, you know, most people will never be able to be successful because they don't have a group like this. Now, these are workshops where I'm going to help you apply everything you learn in real time. Okay? So it's not going to be where you're going, like I just said, you're going to be sitting there trying to figure out how to do all this stuff and learn lessons, and you're going to get it done and you're going to make a lot of money. Okay? And that way it gets even better though. Not only are you going to be coached by the most successful producer to ever sell products online, but you're also going to get your product promoted to all of the producers in our network. That alone could bring $20,000 to $30,000 instantly. I mean, being honest. And not only that, you will be introduced to my network of the biggest music production influencers online. So think about it. It's not just that's too much. Think about that. It's not just that you get to sell the product. When I introduce you to the world, you saw the picture of the people who associate with me, who know me. And so what they're going to know you once I put you out there. They're going to know who you are, right? And it's not just up and coming producers. A lot of these are established veterans, guys who own some of the biggest companies. I've done deals with Native Instruments, reps from them. So it's, trust me, I've gotten guys deals with Native Instruments because their marketing managers are a part of our community. So it's all kind of stuff that you don't even understand, that you're going to be in a whole other stratosphere. So I'm only allowing 5 lucky producers to take part in this 6-figure protege coaching program. Only 5. Okay? And like I said, because it's a closed group, and my vision and my mission is that every single one of the producers in my protege group is going to be successful. I have a 100% success rate, as you saw, with producers I personally work with. And so I'm going to make sure, I'm going to pull you across that finish line and drag you and make sure that you get this done for your family, for yourself, and for the production community, and for you to fulfill your potential. And so I'm going to be on your butt, and I'm going to make sure that you're successful. The reason is I want to be able to give you all of my attention. That's why I'm only doing 5. It's not a gimmick. Now, I sent this opportunity out to over 63,219 producers worldwide. They're watching this video, and they're like, okay, I want to take advantage of this. So just imagine if 10% of them took advantage of this awesome opportunity. So just think about it. If 10%, that's like 6,000 producers. How could I really help that many producers? Like realistically, right? I couldn't be hands-on with 6,000 producers. So there would be no way for me to give you the personal attention you need to get to 6 figures. So once the slots are full, that's it. I'm shutting it down, and the opportunity is gone for good. You'll never see it again. Okay? And there is no I'll catch it next time or any of that foolishness. In fact, if you thinking that, then that shows you ain't ready to be successful. You got more bullshitting to do because you a BSer. You've been BSing your whole life, and you got more to do. Ain't no later and all that stuff. You know, if you need an opportunity, that's like if I would have told Jermaine, if I would have seen that and said, okay, I'll join your stuff later. No, I called my girlfriend that night and said, give me that credit card. This is something that I know is going to impact my life. So I already know. Anybody thinking like that, yeah, come on. This is for serious producers who want to add another 6-figure stream of income to their bank account. And with me promoting your product to my communities, you are guaranteed to make your investment back tenfold at bare minimum. So if you still aren't sure this is for you, then do me a favor, don't join. Do not waste a slot if you still are not sure, like, hey, this is pulling me to this. Like, you know what I mean? If that's cool. Don't waste a slot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not begging for this. Like, those producers' lives are changed. They're making tons of money. So they're thankful. Like, I'm not begging you to do it. I'm trying to weed out the weak and get those who are going to be the next pioneers of the music production industry. I'm creating the next leaders and legends out there. That's what this is about. Out of this group are going to be the next Busy Works and the next Taz Taylors and all those guys, even bigger than them. Those coming out of this protege group, that's what I expect out of you. So if that's not what you're trying to do, you're like, hey man, that ain't me. That's cool. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Now, if you need to think about being coached personally by the #1 independent seller of products to music producers in the world, then guarantee to have your product promoted by my communities, over 100,000 plus producers and growing, then you are the type of person I want in this coaching group. Now, you hear me? I'm not trying to berate you or anything like that, but I'm really saying I want the serious who are really trying to really do this. You know what I'm saying? I know how my life was changed by working with Jermaine. I know how these other producers' lives were changed by working with me, and they'll tell you. So, on the other hand, if you know that you have that having another consistent source of income, helping other producers is something you want to do, and you are serious, then I want you to click the button and join the Figure Protege Coaching Club. And again, if it's not enough slots, if it's too late, I'm sorry. That's it. You were too late, too slow. Then I believe, my vision and my prayer was that the 5 that get in are the ones that are going to be the next pioneers of the music production industry and going to be the next legends. So if it's you and you're able to get in, you know for a fact that that's you. If you're not in it, then like maybe it is you, but you just couldn't get in. I'm sorry. There's not enough room because this is going to go like that. So click that button down there and join if it's for you. If it's not, that's okay. This ain't for everybody. If it is, and you want my personal help, and we're going to create these empires, and you ready to be that next BusyWorks or Taz Taylor or Postman or Kev or whoever, and bigger than all of us. You're going to be bigger than all of us because that's just the law of nature. Those who come after is always bigger. It's just the way it is. So if you want to do that, join right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on that first session. This is going to be a life-changing experience. So click that button down there and let's get it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready?